Hey guys, we're with the legendary Cam Clarke. How are you
Cam
doing?
Clarke is here?
Yes, I know him.
You know him?
Yes, it's you.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
yeah. And
Can I interrupt you even though we're just starting?
yeah,
I have to tell you a quick little story about this. There was some little airport, I don't know, because it could only happen at a small airport.
right.
I don't know if I accidentally put my wallet in my luggage or whatever, but I had no ID. And I'm at an airport, and you all know you can't
Right.
do anything. And I got nothing. And my plane, and I went, okay, and I unfurled this, and I went like this. And the guy goes over to the chief guy, and they're like, they let me fly on a plane because I look like this guy. Isn't that insane?
And was that
Very lucky.
recently or a long time ago?
A couple of years ago,
Okay.
3 or 4. I don't know when it was, but I'm
they may have thought you were
shocked.
Jeff Goldblum.
I get that all the time, and in fact, we were at the same show. I don't know when it was. Time always goes so fast.
Right.
A couple of years.
Probably a
ago,
fan expo or something.
And I'm a big fan of his, and he says, and I love you if you're watching this. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
If only.
Yeah.
I walked up, we were backstage, and I said, excuse me, I just have to tell you, I am such a big fan of your work. And he is as quirky in real life as he is his characters. And I say that, and he goes like this. So you're me.
Yeah.
And he goes, and he goes like that. And he comes in like this, and then he leaves. Thank you. I got to dance with Jeff Goldblum. Isn't that bizarre?
That is. It's crazy. And I just got
say that.
And I just got to dance with Cam Clarke.
You got to waltz with Cam Clarke. Not everybody gets to do that. 10 cents a dance. That's what they pay me.
So we all know that I heard you're a turtle, like this one right here. And
It's true.
How did you get to do that wonderful turtle thing?
Just an audition like all the others, all in a day's work. I wish I had some dramatic story for you, but it was just like, okay, head over to whatever studio. You got to read on this, got to read on that. And it's not very dramatic. It's just...
Well, maybe my next question will be dramatic. What got you into voice acting?
My brother.
Okay.
Actually, he was an associate producer at Warner Brothers, and you were you were in the panel. Just
no,
oh, you weren't.
I unfortunately was not.
Must have been another sugar-loving elf.
Actually, I know what you may be talking about because somebody told me there was a pop elf running around. That may have been who it was.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But there, I was saying at the panel, there's another area of voice acting called looping.
Yeah.
Have you?
I've heard of it. And I can't exactly remember what the exact definition of it is.
We
it
go
where
in
you're filming
after
it?
a film is finished or a TV episode, and like this din you're hearing, the sound of the crowd, that's not in real production.
Right.
We do that after the fact. We do fight grunts, and I was on what was the iZombie?
Oh, I love that show.
And True Blood. So I had to do a lot of but sync the monsters.
Right.
So I'm watching them doing all that. So that's where I started, was doing background.
Wow.
For my brother. Nepotism, right?
Oh, yeah.
And I met a woman, Linda Gary.
Okay.
Look her up. She was like the goddess of animation in like the 70s and 80s. Oh, please, we're talking here.
Happening over in the main stage. Cosplay contest in 10 minutes on the main stage.
Okay. And she says, You're pretty good at this. Have you ever thought of pursuing this full time? And I'm like, no, I'm going to be a movie star. She goes, okay, well, in the meantime, and she said, you're really good. I want to set you up with a coach, and I want you to meet an agent. And if it were not for her, chances are great that I would not be standing here with you. So it was the the butterfly effect of my brother does this. She happens to be on this episode,
Right.
and I owe her my
You owe her
career
the
because
career.
I didn't know this was a thing, and I wasn't searching.
Right.
I went, I'm going to do voiceover. I didn't even know it was a thing. So,
Out of all the characters you've done, and we know you've done a bunch, and here's just some of them, who do you relate to the most?
wow, I've never heard that. I don't know if I mean, to be a ferret who wants to eat his best friend, maybe that's.
By the way, I
And
love
have
that
a best
show.
friend that you can't, chow down on. That's probably the one I relate most to. Can I just have a little bite?
Well, we're not friends yet. No, I'm just kidding.
On our first date? So maybe?
And what's something you would tell your past self if you had the chance?
Did you see the Elton John biopic,
No.
Rocket Man?
Yes. Yes.
When I went to see that in the theater, at the end, okay, turn it off. Turn this interview off right now if you haven't seen it. But sorry, lose your ratings. When he gets up and his child self enters the scene and he hugs him and tells him he's okay, I was audible. And I saw it in the theater, and I'm like, it's all I could do to maintain myself. So I think I would go back to the 7-year-old Cam who was already performing and say, you're okay. You're going to be okay, and I love you.
Awesome. Well, last quick question, and then we got to go. What's your favorite color?
Brown.
That's awesome. And where can these beautiful people find you on social media?
You tell me, where do they find me? Cam Clarke Voices.com.
Okay.
Maybe.
Do you have Instagram, Facebook?
My nephew handles all that.
Okay. Well, look
Go
up
to-
Cam
go to
Clarke and you'll find him.
CamClarke.com. I'm just here to look pretty, folks, honest.
Well, thank you so much for your time. Merry Christmas,
Thank
sir,
you.
and I appreciate
Merry
you
Christmas.
very
Yes,
much.
Merry Christmas. Okay. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Now I get it. A little slow.
Thank you.